Hey everyone, it's Jessica and I'm back with another layout for the ThermOWeb design team, and today I am showing you my layout for Book Week, which is one of my favorites because my boys just absolutely love to read. So this was a perfect theme for some photos of my two kiddos with all the books stacked up on our one couch, and they were reading, as they say. But I'm sure I'll have a lot more of these kind of layouts coming up in the future because my oldest son is 4, soon to be 5, and he'll be heading off to kindergarten this year. So that's a little crazy, but yeah, he'll be old enough to go. So I'm sure I'll have lots of school and book type layouts. So what I've done here is I pulled out a color piece of textured basil cardstock, and I have used some white gesso on it with a brush and just kind of brushed it on there. And then here I'm using a stamp that's kind of like a grungy paint splatter stamp, and I am putting some Distress Oxide on it and then just watering it down with my paintbrush and water to create like a messy mixed media type background. And I'm not adding a whole lot because I don't need a whole lot on top of that gesso. I wanted the white to show through still, so I just wanted to put a little bit of color back on underneath there. And then I'm going to use a cut file that I got from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I think it's actually a Paige Evans cut file, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to back it with some papers and some fuzzy flock. So it's going to be a cute layout today, and it was a fun one to do. The colors that I used here are Distress Oxides in Speckled Egg, Uncharted Mariner, and the third one, I'll have to look it up, but I think I see it there, but I can't quite read it. It's pretty small on my screen right now, so I will link it below for you. But I used those 3 different colors, and yeah, then I'm just adding some splatters here with some Nouveau Shimmer Mists, and then I am going to add some Blanco gel as well with a stencil, and I'm going to use some of that to add some gorgeous gold foil on top of this. So I'm going to see which pattern paper I want to use here for a border. I've been into kind of using borders on a lot of my layouts lately. So this one here I pulled out from the Hip Kit Club Kit from September 2021. And I'm just going to use a piece of this one with the blues and the green colors on it to back my cut file letters. This is one way that I like to back my files. Is I like to trace around my cut file and then just cut inside that line that I've created, and then I just glue it down. So here I have pulled out my new cutting mat from Olfa and my new cutting blade that came with it, and just using those. I love this cutting mat because it folds up, so you can use it for travel, and it just folds up into your bag very nicely, and it works great. It's self-healing. And the cutting knife works pretty good too. I really like it. And then here I'm just trimming out these extra pieces just with my scissors real quick. And then there you can see how it's gonna look. And then I'm gonna back the top pieces with some flock. I think I'm gonna go with some blue and probably just use white for my pages just to keep it simple. Here I'm just trimming out the rest of those letters. I want just the letters to be backed. I don't want those empty spaces backed, so I'm just marking them out and then I'm trimming them back down. I'm using my craft knife here for a couple of those because this is the insides, so it works really well for that. Gets all those little pesky pieces out there. And there you can see I have my piece for my behind my letters, and I'm pulling out these 2 colors to back the rest of the file. So this blue one was just big enough in the teal waters color to do my book with. This is going to be like the cover of the book kind of laid out, and it was just big enough whenever I put it on the diagonal to go across there. So again, I'm just marking that out with my pencil and I'm just cutting it down. I kind of guessed on that middle piece because I didn't really mark that. So you'll see me glue it down here with my Ultra Bond liquid glue, and then I'll actually trim it down to fit. So my Ultra Bond glue, I have issues with it clogging up a lot, so what I have done is I have put mine into a different bottle, so I have a metal tip on this bottle. So it's still the same glue, it's just in a different type of bottle so it doesn't clog up as much. And then here I'm trimming that piece off, and then I'm going to use white latte for the pages themselves. So I'm just gonna lay that on there, mark it out, and then cut it out and glue it down. Super simple, very easy way to back all of your cut files. So next I'm gonna pull out my Blanco Transfer Gel. This gel is really nice because you could use it with a stencil and transfer foil onto your layouts. I absolutely love using it. I'm just gonna use some pixie tape here to tape down my stencil and kind of mask a little bit where I don't want the Blanco gel to go. So I only want to use a piece of the stencil, and I just want it to be like on the top and bottom of my cut file. So I'm just going to use my stencil pal and transfer that gel all across my stencil with that. And these stencil pals do come in a 2-pack, so you get 2 whenever you purchase them, and they're really cheap and I absolutely love them. It's perfect for stuff like this because you get such a smooth application and it just glides right on your paper. I love it. And it's super quick. As you can see, I'm already done with this. It's already on there. That was my last go at it. I'm gonna lay that aside to dry, and then I put the excess back in the pot, clean up my mess, and then I'm gonna go to work here on finishing gluing down my cut file, because I set that aside so that I could have that Blanco gel dry while I finish this up. And right now I am heating up my hot laminator as well so that it's ready to go whenever this dries. And it's not quite dry yet, so I'm going to go ahead and map my photos just with some smooth white cardstock first. And I am working with the Hip Kit Club Kit from September 2021, so I have the Pocket Life Kit as well, so I'm just pulling out a couple of those pocket cards. I'm going to use those to actually map my photo with, because I find I don't really use them for their intended use. I usually use them to back my photos or just add some layers to my pages instead. So that's what I've done here. I'm going to place my photos kind of right there on my page behind my cut file. And now that my Blanco gel is dry, it didn't take too long, maybe like, I don't know, half an hour tops, but I usually get kind of impatient and don't wait the full dry time. So here you can see I've ran it through my laminator using the craft and carrier sheet. It did transfer a little bit onto some of my gesso in the lines, but I don't mind that so much because this is a mixed media layout anyways, so I like the grungy feel to it. And then here you can see I have added my sheet behind it for my border, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the middle out as I normally do because I'll save that and use that for something else in the future. There's no need to waste all of that paper whenever you're just using it for just a border. So I usually cut the middles out. And then I'm gonna come in and use my Easy Tear tape to adhere that down. And I really like this tape because it's super easy to use. It just tears right off. That's why it's called Easy Tear. And you just peel off that backing and you have super sticky tape. So that is not going anywhere. So next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to line everything up on my page. I'm going to put my photos down using the same Easy Tear tape. I think this is the 1/2 inch one. So I'm going to stick both of those down. And then my cut file, I'm actually going to pull out my 3D foam tape and I'm going to pop up that whole cut file. So I'm just going to cut pieces of it down and put behind my cut file to adhere that. And this foam tape does come in a couple different sizes of thicknesses. But I'm just cutting strips down and placing on the back, and then tearing the backing off, and then just placing it down on my page. Super easy. And then basically from here on out, it's nothing super hard. It's all easy. I'm just gonna finish up embellishing this. I'm gonna add some doodles probably around my border. I might doodle around my photos a little bit. I'm gonna do some stamping. So everything's pretty easy from here on out. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. Otherwise, I will pop in here at the end with the finished layout. So here is the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'll link all the products that I've used below in case you're interested in purchasing anything. And thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope I've inspired you to create. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.